welcome to episode 4 of the Durable Aspirant podcast. A year and a half and a worldwide lockdown is what it took to bring me back to recording podcasts for you. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing that one thing that everybody who is anybody insists is the compulsory requirement to succeed in life, and that is hard work. We've heard these phrases surrounding hard work all our lives. Hard work always pays. Hard work never fails. You need to work hard in order to succeed. We've been told this by parents, teachers, and everybody else. So today, let's just demystify what hard work is and kind of have a look at what is the definition of hard work. Why is it so hard? And also, what connection does hard work have with our own survival as a species in the natural universe? We'll go into these questions one by one. So let's start off with the first question, which is, what is hard work? How would we define it? So I define hard work as anything that has the following three components. First component is you need to have an activity. Now the activity could be anything. It could be about learning how to swim. It could be learning a musical instrument. It could be learning a language. So there has to be an activity. And then the second component is regularity. So the activity should be done regularly. Regularly could mean anything from every day to every alternate day or every 2 days. There has to be a regular sort of frequency there. And the third component is it needs to be done over a long period of time. How would I define a long period of time? I'd say a minimum of say 45 to 60 days and could extend forever. So three components: an activity, which is kind of repetitive in nature, which is done regularly, that is with a predictable frequency, and over a long period of time. If these three things come together, then that defines hard work for me. So for example, working out, going to the gym every alternate day for 2 months, that's hard work. If you're learning a language, then going to class or taking the effort to learn every day for a period of 2 to 3 months, that's hard work. So what is not hard work? Sitting down to study 2 days before an exam, studying for 15 hours a day, and then having your mother come to you and say, "Oh, my son, he's been studying so hard," that's not hard work. Hard work is defined by consistency over a long period of time and should not be confused with sudden bursts of effort. Now the second question. So why is it so hard? Now, if you're doing something small over a long period of time, it shouldn't naturally be very hard, because after all, you're doing small things over a period of time, but it's still very hard. And why is that so? That's because the difficulty does not lie in actually doing the activity. So for example, if I'm learning a language and I've decided to learn it every day, the difficult part is not about learning the language. That part is easy. The difficult part is about moving myself away from all the distractions that would prevent me from committing my time to the language. So once you've decided to, say, go to the gym every alternate day, it means that every alternate day you have to say no to something else in order to go to the gym, which is the most difficult part. For example, on one day you will have to say no to an outing. On one day you'll have to say no to a friend's party. On one day you'll have to say no to just feeling like lazing around. On one day you'll have to say no to a movie. So saying no to all the other things in the world and focusing on what we have decided to do is the most difficult part about hard work, which is why it's very hard. And those people who are able to focus regularly for a very long period of time are the ones who actually succeed. If we were to look for proof for this concept, let's just take this app called Duolingo. Now, Duolingo is the world's most popular language learning app. It has millions of people, and when you sign up for Duolingo and you select your language, Duolingo offers you a bunch of options on how much you want to learn and how you want to go about your learning. So they give you 4 options that you need to select. And the first one is you will learn a language on Duolingo for 5 minutes a day. The second one is 10 minutes. The third one is 15. And the fourth option, which is the highest option, which is the highest amount of time, that's 20 minutes. You have to select which one you want. And they have a name for each of these things. So 5 minutes a day is called casual, 10 minutes a day is called regular, 15 minutes a day is called serious, and guess what 20 minutes a day is called? 20 minutes a day is actually called insane. So why is it that 20 minutes a day is called insane? It's because Duolingo realizes that you have to be insane to be able to commit 20 minutes every day to learn a language. So 20 minutes every day is actually very easy when you think about it. But when you take up this task, you have to say no to so many things in order to be able to do this 20 minutes a day. And that's where the difficult part comes in. And remember, this is an app that is used by people all over the world. So they've obviously examined the amount of attention, the attention span of people who are using the app, and only then have they come up with that sort of gradation. So if you're willing to put in 20 minutes a day to do something on a worldwide level, you would be insane. So that's how difficult hard work is. The final question is, what does hard work have to do with our survival as a species in the natural universe? If you think about it, our very survival as a species is dependent on the same pattern that hard work follows. That is, doing regular stuff over a long period of time. For example, take just two things, eating and sleeping. You have to eat every day, thrice a day, for a long period of time. You need to sleep every night for 7 to 8 hours, every day, for a long period of time. Our natural universe militates against singular bursts of effort. For example, you cannot be awake for 3 days and sleep for 21 hours at the end of that, or starve yourself for 2 days and eat 6 meals at the end of it. So if you think about it, we have already internalized doing small things over a long period of time in order to survive. And the same exact principle applies if we want to succeed in life as well. So if you find yourself stuck and confused as to what you should be doing with regards to a certain problem that's in front of you, just remember that the same way that you have to eat every day in order to survive, you have to practice every day, you have to train every day in order to overcome difficulties and get better at what you want to do. There is a downside to this as well that I want you to keep in mind. Our ability to do things consistently depends on our ability to say no to other distractions. And every time that we say no to a distraction and work towards our goals, we get better at saying no to distractions. We get better at working towards our goal. The converse is also unfortunately true. Every time you say yes to a distraction and ignore your goals, you just get better and better at ignoring your goals. Aristotle once said that you are what you repeatedly do. So if you are somebody who repeatedly works to improve themselves, you will keep getting better at doing that. But if you are somebody who repeatedly chooses not to work, who repeatedly chooses laziness, over a period of time, you are going to become an expert at being lazy. And once you become an expert at being lazy, you're going to find it very difficult to get back to work. Small amounts of effort over a long period of time can give you miraculous results. A few months ago, I started to learn Chinese on Duolingo, and I never thought I could learn anything Chinese when I started off. But just putting in that effort of 20 minutes a day has taught me so much. Ni hao, which is hello. Ni jiao shen ma mingzi, which is what is your name? Wo jiao mir, my name is Mir. Wo han gaoxing, I am happy. Wo han gaoxing ren qi ni, I am very happy to meet you. These are all the little things that I was able to pick up just by spending 20 minutes on Duolingo every day across a long period of time. So my advice to all of you out there is, no matter what the obstacle that stands in front of you, if you decide to put in effort, small effort, regularly over a long period of time, in other words, if you decide to work hard, there is no obstacle that you cannot overcome. The only thing that separates the better from the good and the best from the better is pure and simple hard work. There is nothing called innate talent. There is nothing called God's gift. It really just comes down to how much effort you are willing to put. So with that, I will conclude today's podcast. Really nice to share my thoughts with you after such a long gap, and hope to see you soon on episode 5. Bye bye and take care and stay safe during times of Corona. And as they say in Chinese, goodbye, 再见.